I think there's a point where, you'd rather be called an artist than just, a technician of some type. So glass blowing is just one of the things, one of the skills I do here. I think to me it's such a spontaneous process. The glass is hot, you have to be moving, there's colors, it's like painting, but you're using light and optics. You're trying to figure out how the different colors will kind of blend together. Unlike a painting, where you're applying color on top of color, with glass you're dealing with opaque colors and translucent, transparent colors, and all those kind of blend together to give you different effects. And that I think is really intriguing, is the color aspects of the glass. The fact that it's so plastic, you can blow it in a mold, you can cast it in a mold, you can cut it with a pair of scissors when it's hot. It just seems to be such a diverse material. And in a lot of ways, it gets you thinking faster. So if you're working in another medium, like metal casting or carving or welding, it's a good exercise so that you can think a little faster and not have, the process drag on. You can get right to the art or right to what it is you're saying, the idea, or for me, it's really kind of the storytelling. What is it that you're talking about? When I start blowing a piece from the beginning, it can go two ways. One might be kind of just a loose feeling of a color relationship or a shape relationship, and then you can sort of watch what's happening and seeing what's going on, and work it from there. The other way is to have a very specific design in mind and be a little more analytical, run some different colors, make it the same shape in different colors, either one color or multiple colors. So there's lots of different ways of approaching, making a piece. If you're generating new ideas, which I like to do, new shapes, new colors, you're looking for some kind of element that can become a whole new series, a whole new style. And you have to understand the history of glass to know, how much your work is like somebody else's or how different your work is from somebody else's. So sometimes an evolution of an idea, might take you 20 pieces or more to sort of really work it out and focus in on what this new design element is. Well, working with the glass, a lot of the tools are thousands of years old, so they're designed to fit in your hand. A pair of scissors, you can use a pair of pliers. You can use little molds in the ends of tweezers. So you can't grab the glass with your hands. The closest thing you can do is work it with some wet newspaper, which is nice because you fold that up into multiple sheets and that's soaked in water. So it's really the water and the paper that insulates your hand. But you can really, as you're moving, you can feel, the variation in the contour of the glass, and that has a really nice feel to it. For me, the connection is not really through the pole, through the blowpipe, but more being able to project yourself into the furnace, to get a feel for the little movement that the piece has, how the temperature is reacting. Some colors soften at a lower temperature. So, and they soften, they move, and they change the shape of the piece a little bit. So all of that, you sort of need to project yourself into the piece, not through the blowpipe per se, but just directly into the piece. So it's more, the connection is directly with the piece, and not necessarily through any tools or anything.